And we all know the story. There's another 14 years in the forest, and we all know the events that happened there. And in fact, in the upcoming sessions, we'll also see how Rama's Samadharma and in general in Ramayana, Samadharma can be noticed in the events that happen in the next 14 years also. And after winning Ravana and becoming successful, and after the 14 years of exile basically, Rama returns back to Koshala kingdom. At that point, he, on his return journey, tells Hanuman, "Oh Hanuman, please go and notify Bharata of my return and gauge his reaction." At that point, not only does he stop to tell about Bharata, he also notes a small thing. He says, "Shringivera puram prapya guham gahana gocharam nishadadhipatim ruhi kushalam vachanam mama." He says, "Oh Hanuman, when you're going on the way, there's a small place called Shringiverapura. Make sure to make a stop there. There's my friend Guha, and make sure you tell him of my words. Tell him I have returned, and tell him about everything that happened, and tell him that my exile has been completed." And he goes a step further and says, "Shrutva mam kushalinam arogam vigatajwaram bhavishyati guha preetah samam atma samasakha." Rama says, "Guha, my Atma Samasakha will actually be very overjoyed on hearing my return. So make sure that you stop by and tell him." Saying this, of course, after that Hanuman continues, and we all know Rama returns to the Koshala kingdom, he gets coronated, and the story ends, right? So this is most of the events that we can get where Guha is coming in Ramayana, right? These are the events where Guha is mentioned in Ramayana, and we can see some interaction with him, mostly. Right? So now that we've heard of the story of Guha and where he comes, let us now get into the analysis of where we can see Samadharma through this. Right? In the story, we'll be breaking this into 3 segments or 3 episodes. The first episode being Rama and Guha's interaction when Rama comes to the river Ganges, and on the bank of river Ganges, what small exchange they have, and from that there's a lot we can infer. And continuing on from that, the night when Rama is resting, what are Guha's thoughts? From that, what all we can infer. And lastly, episode 3 will be in this return journey, what we can infer further regarding Samadharma from Ramayana. Right? So we'll get on to episode 1. So the first place Guha is mentioned, the first line itself where he is mentioned, it comes Ramasya Atma Samasakha. Valmiki is very clear when he is putting